Hey gang, Justin Adams and welcome back to The Grind. Get ready, it's a new day. Today's message will be about failure. Failure is something we as adults need to get better with, I feel. I understand that as kids we learn that we want to win everything. Myself and my daughters, we compete at mostly everything and they hate losing to dad, of course. However, how do we look at failure? Do we stop trying or does it make you want to try even harder? Think about that. Hopefully it's the second one and not the first one. Failure needs to be our friend, but we need to learn from it. The words we say to ourselves can either give us life or it can take life away. I see many people living a victim life though, where they're thinking everything in life is hard and everyone is out to get me. Unfortunately, those people probably aren't even listening to this message, unfortunately. If you look at every successful person or success, it had a lot of failure in it. But most of the time, you only see the success. When people only see the success and not the failure, then they can get most people discouraged and they feel like things aren't unreachable. In my business, I've had tons of failure. When I look at myself, when I got a deal going all the way in Erie, Pennsylvania, Mr. Arias brought me back to Pittsburgh, and for 6 months, I drove from Pittsburgh to West Virginia, lived in a hotel from Monday to Friday, and then I went back to Pittsburgh. And guess what happened in 6 months? We closed down the office. Most people look at that as a failure, but I look at that as that got me closer to running my own office, running my own thing, and being away from the mothership. So ask yourself this question: what would you do if you wouldn't fail? This doesn't mean, though, you won't fail. I did this because it should get you moving and excited for a better life. Now ask yourself the question: if I knew I would fail but learn something new, what would I do? You see, life is about being willing to make adjustments and react to change. You see, a good book talking about change that I read that was awesome was Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. I recommend that book to everybody dealing with change in the workplace and also out of the workplace. You see, I tell myself with failure that there is always an answer and benefit in each failure and circumstance. And it's on myself to figure that out with a positive mindset. 4 things that will help you always get in this mindset are: number 1, responsibility. Take responsibility and own each failure, then figure out a way to learn from it and improve. Number 2, humility. Thinking of humility, I feel like, is thinking of yourself less, but not thinking less of yourself. Accept feedback from others always. Number 3, teamwork. Try to learn from other people's failures around you and see if someone can help you along the way. And number 4, my last one, relentless. Be relentless. Say goodbye to what happened yesterday and keep pushing forward to the end and get to your goal, gang. As always, gang, hopefully these tips helped you and help someone going through a little bit of failure and understand that it's moving you closer to that success.